You're listening to Vaquero News, the Valley Student Station.
Good morning, Vaqueros. Today is Monday, April 24th, and it is currently 72 degrees outside. We are coming to you live from our Edinburgh studio. I'm your host, Rodolfo Alvarado.
I'm Fernanda Gonzalez, and this is Vaquero News.
SpaceX had their test launch of Starship last week, where it blew up mid-flight. Here's Fernanda Gonzalez with the details.
Last Thursday, SpaceX launched the first fully integrated Starship Super Heavy rocket from the Boca Chica area. However, moments before the separation, it began to tumble. The first flight attempt was scheduled at 8 a.m. Monday. 40 seconds before the launch, the team called it scrub, which means a temporary delay. After many checks and testings, the launch was rescheduled for April 20. As it successfully launched, 4 minutes later, moments before the separation between the booster and the Starship, the vehicle began to tumble due to some of the engines being out. Located in Texas, Starship was the largest and latest rocket to this day. Its intention was to be a reusable transportation system that could transport cargo and crew to the Earth's orbit, the Moon, Mars, and beyond. To learn more about this event, Vaquero Radio interviewed members of the rocket launchers, a proud UTRGV organization providing hands-on aerospace engineering experience for students aspiring to work in the industry. Outreach Director of the rocket launchers, Miguel Olvera, explained his participation in the rocket and how SpaceX has impacted his education.
So I got to build parts of the launch pad, and then I got to build parts of Starship. I'm excited about it. In terms of the engineering program here, SpaceX being around is a great thing.
Team captain of the rocket launchers, Ryan Lopez, expressed his excitement for the launch.
It's really interesting to see all this happening at once. The excitement is definitely there in the local community and also in the space community as a whole. This is the biggest rocket, most powerful rocket ever to be tested.
Even though Starship airtime was short, SpaceX expressed that this event helped them gather as much data as possible. SpaceX explained on its official website that the vehicle experienced multiple engines out during the flight test, lost altitude, and began to tumble. The flight termination system was commanded on both the booster and ship. For future launch dates and news, you can visit SpaceX.com. This is Fernanda Gonzalez for Vaquero Radio.
A new sea turtle hospital is being built in South Padre Island, and when built, will be the world's largest sea turtle hospital. Here is Timothy Chapman with more.
After a decade's worth of planning, Sea Turtle Inc. and South Padre Island will build the world's largest enclosed sea turtle hospital by 2024, which will be built on the same land where the old facility has stood for the past 45 years. According to Chief Executive Officer of Sea Turtle Inc., Wendy Knight, Sea Turtle Inc. is a non-profit organization in South Padre Island that was created 45 years ago to rescue and rehabilitate endangered sea turtles. Knight said Sea Turtle Inc. receives anywhere from 45 to 125 sea turtle patients every year, with the reason for building the new hospital to better keep up with the demands of patient care due to the small size of the former facility, which was also exposed to the outdoor elements. She spoke about what the most common culprit is causing sea turtles to be rescued and treated in Sea Turtle Inc.
It's human intervention. So that could mean they ate something that was left in the water that's not food. They got hit by a boat. They got hooked by fishing equipment. So I think last year, almost 50% of the patients we had in the hospital were there because they interacted in some way with a human element.
Many new services are also coming to the new facility, with some of them being exclusive to Sea Turtle Inc. Knight spoke about how the new surgical suite will be twice the size of the prior one, which will eliminate having to take sea turtles off-site to another surgical center.
It'll also have a fully dedicated CAT scan machine, and at this point, that will be the only fully sea turtle dedicated CAT scan machine anywhere. So we will have a full CAT scan room and machine with an observation deck as well for the public to be able to watch, which will eliminate us, again, having to take the animal off-site to get diagnostic care.
Chief Conservation Officer Dr. Amy Banca said the new research center will help advance medical needs as well as answer conservation questions, which can affect the sea turtle population as a whole.
And I think one of the big aspects is going to be that research center. So we haven't had designated lab space on site ever before, and that will allow us to look at questions that can really make a difference for sea turtle conservation and sea turtle rehabilitation.
Banca said, "It's very exciting to be able to build on the past 45 years that has led to this point, now on building this new facility."
I think we're really excited about this new facility and all the different ways it's going to allow us to meet our patient needs and expand our reach and expand our mission, not just to South Padre, but to the turtle community and around the valley, as well as across the U.S. and the world as a whole.
For more information about Sea Turtle Inc., visit its website at seaturtleinc.org. This is Timothy Chapman for Vaquero Radio.
A local boxer here in the valley is hitting the big leagues soon. Here's Edgar Garcia with the story.
On Saturday, April 15th, Sebastian Adreño Juarez had his last amateur boxing match against Joao Pedro Brazo Sosa, also known as Big Man, in an exhibition match at Keep It in the Ring 9. Through his amateur career, Juarez became a 12-time national champion and gained the rank of number 1 amateur boxer in the U.S. for over a 4-year period. Juarez trained under the RGV Elite Boxing Gym. During his time as an amateur boxer, he trained with his father. He is the latest of his siblings to become a professional athlete, with each of his siblings having had a professional athletic career. Most notably is his brother Omar Juarez, who boxes in Premier Boxing Champions. Juarez's next step in his professional career is to train with his brother. Juarez also plans to speak with the promoters of PBC about his future. He spoke about his goals in turning pro.
Just representing the Valley, representing Brownsville, and just representing anybody who's ever supported me and my brother, my whole family, just representing all of them and just working hard for them.
His mother, Nancy Juarez, ran the event where he had his final amateur boxing match. She spoke on raising Juarez, watching him develop as a boxer, and on his future.
I'm just proud of my kids, the determination, the hard work. They're realizing that all that hard work is paying off. Yeah, it goes for Sebastian, and Sebastian, now that he's transitioning into a professional boxer, well, he's got a lot of talent, and he definitely has a lot of passion for it. So he's definitely going to go far.
Several of the younger members of Juarez's gym do see him as an inspiration. Alfonso Cisnero, a member of the RGV Elite Boxing Gym, spoke about what Juarez's success means to them as a younger boxers and how his journey has affected them.
You can come from the bottom in a city like Brownsville and make it all the way over here and turn professional.
Aiden Figueroa, another member of the gym, also spoke on what Juarez means to him.
Get number 1 in the nation like him.
Yeah.
He works hard every day. He deserves it.
While Juarez's next fight is still unknown, his brother, Omar Juarez, will fight Rancis Barthelemy on May 13th on Showtime. I am Edgar Garcia for Vaquero Radio.
The UTRGV Baja racing team is getting ready for an upcoming competition. Here is Timothy Chapman with more.
This summer, from May 31st to June 3rd, UTRGV's RGV Baja Racing Team will be competing in the Society of Automotive Engineers, SAE, race in Oregon. According to SAE.org, Baja SAE consists of competitions that simulate real-world engineering design projects and their related challenges. Engineering students are tasked to design and build an off-road vehicle that will survive the severe punishment of rough terrain. Each team's goal is to design and build a single-seat, all-terrain sporting vehicle whose structure contains the driver. The vehicle is to be a prototype for a reliable, maintainable, ergonomic, and economic production vehicle which serves a recreational user market. President and treasurer of the RGV Baja Racing Team, Carlos Rodriguez, said something new for this season is the team is making the switch from a two-wheel drive vehicle to a four-wheel drive vehicle.
We design for a good portion of the year to get it within the rules of the competition. We do get inspiration from our past renditions of the Baja. This year, however, we did get it ready so that it could be capable of four-wheel drive.
Rodriguez said there's a lot more to being a part of the team than most people understand.
We are not just a team that is full-on building. We're also a team of keeping up a budget, making ourselves look good for the public, and then building it is part of it as well.
Vice President and co-captain Aaron Blanton said the current vehicle being used by the team was built by team members who most of which have since graduated.
So most of the roll cage right here, it was made in 2019. It was just tacked on, nothing was solid yet. And then COVID hit, everything was shut down. We came back in the fall of 21, so that's when he and I both joined, and we've taken off since then.
Blanton said the main objective is making a car that lasts, and he thinks the team is doing pretty good for what they have when they compare themselves to other university teams that have more funding.
The main challenge of Baja is optimizing your car, so making it as light as possible, optimizing the gear train and all the suspension, just to make it durable and fast, essentially. Because that's the main objective, right? You want to make a car that lasts.
Graduate student in mechanical engineering, Sergio Martinez, said the Baja vehicle that will be used to compete in Oregon is currently sitting stripped away from all of its parts. because the team is making sure everything is working properly to race in top condition.
We've let it sit for a bit, so we're gonna have to grind down like some of the rusted parts and then coat it and actually protect it. It's optimal to do it right before the competition starts, so that's why we wanted to have it off so we can go ahead and do that.
Martinez said he learned a lot about team management and time management ever since he joined the team back in 2019, and said there are essential things that he has learned from working hands-on in Baja that he hasn't been able to learn in his mechanical engineering classes.
You're taught a lot of introductory things, like even the classes are named as such, right? Like intro to finite elements. But then when it comes time to apply it, there's a lot of things that you weren't taught to consider. So you have to go and then, refine your knowing of it. And I'm sure even the professors who taught the course, they're able to help us with it, but it's not something that you get just from the classroom.
To see the scores and results following the conclusion of the SAE race in Oregon, visit bajasae.net. This is Timothy Chapman for Vaquero Radio.
In other more cosmic news, a meteor shower showed itself this past weekend. Here's Edgar Garcia with more information.
This past weekend, the Lyrids meteor shower hit its peak and showered the night sky. The Lyrids are visible every April as the Earth crosses with Comet Thatcher's trail and rains down thousands of rocks into Earth's atmosphere. The Lyrids' origin lie in Comet Thatcher. Comet Thatcher returns to Earth every 415.5 years. Particles and debris created by the comet persist in space, and the Earth crosses the comet's trail every April. The Lyrids are also known as the world's most recorded and documented meteor shower. The first recorded observations of this meteor shower date to ancient China, circa 687 BCE. UTRGV senior lecturer Hyun-Cho Lee spoke about how the meteors enter our atmosphere.
Along the comet's orbit, there are many number of small debris of comets. So when Earth crosses comet's orbit, Earth is basically colliding with many number of comet debris. So one debris at a time, when it collides with the Earth, it becomes a shooting star, meteor. So meteor shower, it's like one shooting star at a time, every minute, every other minute.
UTRGV assistant professor Juan Madrid spoke about how the showers will be around for years, even after the comet ends.
The comet can be broken into small pieces already. But the trail will still be there. The trail is kind of independent of the comet. Imagine that you are dropping corn kernels as you're driving by. The trail that you leave behind you is kind of independent of your car.
For many people, seeing the meteor shower may be a challenge, or at least something that has to be planned. UTRGV assistant professor Nicholas Perea provided recommendations for those wishing to view the astronomical event.
So you want to see it at night and as close as you can to sunrise. So we're talking maybe ideally 4 in the morning, give or take, 3, 4 in the morning. Now you may be able to see it at midnight or even slightly before, but the best time to see it, the one that you have a greater frequency, would be around 3, 4 in the morning.
While the peak had just passed, the meteors will be able to be seen until April 25th. For more information about the meteor showers and other celestial phenomena, visit the Star Society website. I am Edgar Garcia for Vaquero Radio.
And McLean goes up and throws down a monster dunk. That fires up the UTRGV Fieldhouse.
And now time for Vaquero Sports.
On Wednesday, April 12th, UTRGV Athletics announced their very own Los Vaqueros beer in partnership with a local RGV brewing company called 5x5 Brewing Company, creating a blood orange Kolsch style ale. The beverage will be available at the UTRGV Baseball's final home series May 12th through the 14th against Grand Canyon at the UTRGV Baseball Stadium. Associate Athletic Director for Revenue Generation Seth Jones and Senior Associate Athletic Director for Communications and Champions, Jonah Goldberg, played pivotal roles in its creation. However, Jones gives credit to the 5x5 Brewing Company for bringing the motivation to UTRGV.
So 5x5 really came in with the idea that, hey, we can do this. And so working directly with them, they were just as motivated, if not more, than we were. And so I think they saw the opportunity with a growing university.
As UTRGV is a growing university, the Vaquero brand is also growing. According to Goldberg, UTRGV is the first school in the UT system to have their own beer. The Los Vaqueros beer will be available at local HEBs, restaurants, and UTRGV athletic events that serve alcohol. Goldberg expressed how he is looking forward to seeing the brand in local places.
I'm really excited to see our brand in so many new places, HEBs and other stores and restaurants. I just think that whether you drink or not, just walking by Los Vaqueros in the aisle, I think seeing the tap handle at the restaurant, that has an impact.
Now that the university has its own beer, students are looking forward to what else UTRGV can bring to the table in the future. Public Relations Junior Michael Sanchez discussed the opportunities this has opened for the university and the Rio Grande Valley.
If they're willing to do something like this, like collab a local brewery to make Vaquero beer, then I think that they can do a lot of different things, especially around the valley.
5x5 Brewing Company will be hosting a tailgate party, launching the new beer to fans and more at 4 p.m. Friday, May 12th at the UTRGV Baseball Stadium before the game. For more information, please visit goutrgv.com. This is Kevin Alamon for Vaquero Radio. All day Monday, the women's golf team will compete at the WAC Championship in Blaine, Washington. At 6:30 p.m. Tuesday, the baseball team will take on Incarnate Word at the UTRGV Baseball Stadium. At 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. Friday, the women's and men's tennis team will compete in the WAC tournament in Arlington, Texas. This is Kevin Alamon for Vaquero Radio, and that was your sports schedule of the week.
And now for this week's events calendar. The Rocket Launchers Club will be holding a snack sale from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Tuesday, April 25th in front of the Student Union. The funds raised would go directly into the club, allowing them to complete their rockets as well as keep them supplied for outreach. The School of Music will be hosting their Night of Saxophone at 7 p.m. Tuesday, April 25th at the TSC Performing Center in Brownsville, and at 3 p.m. Sunday, April 30th at the UTRGV Performing Art Complex in Edinburgh. The show will have free admission where you can enjoy the relaxing sounds of the saxophone. Those are the events for the week.
Now for this week's campus weather report. Both today and Tuesday will have a 20% chance of rain, with Tuesday having a high near 84 and Wednesday bringing partially sunny skies with a high near 90. Thursday will likely bring showers and thunderstorms with chances of rain being 70% with a high near 81, and Friday will mostly be sunny with a high near 86. That was your weather for the week.
That is a newscast for this week.
Weekly editorial columns will be coming out every Monday where you can read about our staff's opinions on anything and everything. You can read all about them and our news stories on our website, utrgvradio.com.
Make sure to download the Radio FX app and listen to your favorite DJ shows by favoriting Vaquero Radio. Check out our YouTube channel so you can watch our newscasts and have the latest news from UTRGV and the Valley.
Don't forget to watch KVAQ TV on social media or on VCAST monitors around campus. You can also read the Writer newspaper by picking up a copy from newsstands located around the university or on their website.
From now on, our weekly newscast will also be broadcasted every Wednesday at 10 a.m.
Join us next week, same time, same place.
Only on Vaquero Radio, the Valley student station.
Have a great week, Vaqueros.
This has been Vaquero News.